Hey everyone, hope you're all okay. We're live again. As I've said just down there, I have got a bad back. And it's all because I sneezed, and my back just went like that. Not literally, but you know, with the muscles. So I am tilted. But the reason I'm not so tilted today is because I'm just wearing my belt at the moment to keep myself rigid and upright. It is a pain when I'm walking up and down the stairs. But it doesn't stop me getting on with work. So I did a bit of work this morning. One of our clients is now going to make their website live to all of their users today or tomorrow, once I know they've got the green light from them. And I recorded a video on the My Listing theme because the last video I did was about 7-8 months old. So I did an updated one. I feel like I rushed the ending a bit, but I'm hoping people will get the gist of what I'm doing. But that video will probably come out next week, so I'm going to need a good afternoon to edit that. You know when you do a video, and you know there was loads of stop, start, pause moments, and you just want to get it right, you know. So I'll be working on that one probably after I do the video today. The Miss Marvel episode 2, if anyone watched it, I thought that was quite good. It was a good episode. Obi-Wan Kenobi episode 5, I know loads of people are talking about it. I know what I was complaining about yesterday, it sorted that out, but I still felt like it still is weak. I really feel like whoever is writing these plots, they're very weak and they're stretching some elements of it out in a very weak way, I just find that, you know, Obi-Wan Kenobi, it's just weak. Hey, Jack, how are you? Whereabouts are you based again, Jack? Whereabouts are you? Whereabouts are you in the world? Where are you? Wirral, Liverpool. I support Liverpool Football Club, by the way. Daniel's talking about listings. Can I ask you a question about Croco-Block? Yeah, go for it. I mean, I don't use Croco-Block at all, but ask the question anyway. Daniel, it sounds a bit weird when you say that. My sister is on the Wirral. Wirral is a location near Liverpool, if anyone doesn't understand what Dan said then, right? My sister is on the Wirral. Yeah, go for your question. The worst thing that can happen is I say, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, I'm livid. How are you? I've got a bad back. I've got a bad back. My back has completely gone. Urgh. So I'm actually tilted like that. But I'm wearing... Oh, that hurt. I'm wearing this belt, very tight belt around my waist just to hold things in together at the moment. Yeah, on the Wirral. Sorry, in the Wirral. On the Wirral, yes. Dan, I am listing office space to let you... Okay, Jet Engine and Jet Smart. For each office, I need to display the minimum and maximum number of desks that will fit in the space. Okay. One office might have a minimum of 30 desks. Yeah, okay, Dan. So, Dan, what I would recommend you use, right? I would strongly recommend you use this. Let me just show it to you. Let me just show it to you. So if you know the My Listing theme, right? Let's say you got different estates or events. Like look at this one, real estate. This could be number of desks. So they get to now choose their number of desks and then they hit search. And it will then show them what satisfies that criteria. Right? You know. I mean, they could have further categories or you could have a slider here as well. So, there we go. Number of desks. The My Listing theme could really help you out on that side of things. Ah, right, range filter. Number. I mean, I'm probably not thinking this one through very well. So 30 to 50 is not a number. I'm probably not understanding this one really well, Dan, because I would call it a number between 30 to 50. What's your thinking with why it's not a number? What's your thinking there? What is your thinking between why that's not a number? Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, if you're using CrocoBlock, I'm probably the worst person to ask about that because I don't use CrocoBlock. Got nothing against CrocoBlock. I just don't use it. But you know, if you're saying the office has got 30 desks or 40 or 50 or whatever, I would have thought it worked. Because if you're setting the minimum and maximum number, I would have thought it worked. Oh, yeah. Yes, you can. From memory, you might need to double check with their support team, but from memory, I think it does. Dis Dijong. How are you? Just. Hey, George. When I was making a decision over directory theme, I purchased and tested Listing Pro and My Listing and loads of others. My Listing came out miles better than the Listing Pro. Much better. Much better support system. They got a much better Facebook group, development and all of that. Tiais Dijon. Hey, George, you're not going to believe this, right? But about an hour ago, I had a video call with someone about they wanted their opinion over a web agency managing tool. And I did say to them, I don't see how their tool is that different from local WP or managed WP. But this person was one of the key designers for Visual Composer. And he was trying to explain to me why Visual Composer or WP Baker is really good. And I was like, nah, it's not happening, mate. It's not happening. So the tool he was showing off, basically what it does is it allows you to like manage your plugins and update them. And I said to him, but you're going to get people to pay for something that they could do very easily with local WP or managed WP, you know, all of this stuff. And I don't see the benefit. I just don't see the benefit. Why would anyone pay for that? And he goes, oh, but loads of agencies complain about having to manage plugins. And I was like, I don't have that problem because I'm very careful on what we use. And I just said that, maybe they'll pay for this, but why would you pay money for something that allows you to update your plugins? What I said to him was, I said, let's say you've got 100 sites and you click a button and it updates all of them. Isn't that dangerous before you test every individual site? And he was like, you'd have a GitHub. And I was like, what? What? GitHub ain't going to be your solution. Yeah, Jack. Jack. We in the last 14 months, we've built 7 websites using the My Listing theme. If at any point we didn't like it, we would have stopped and gone elsewhere. Loads of people talk about CrocoBlock. The reason I don't go down the CrocoBlock route is because there's lots of different bits you got to use, and the My Listing is just like WooCommerce, Elementor. It just works. Do you know what I mean, George? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I will say about Croco-Block, okay? Croco-Block is good. Oh, there's a fly has flown in the room. Great. I like Croco-Block is good. It's just I find it not intuitive. No, Dan, this is my only bottle for the day. So it's now midday. Once that finishes, I won't have any more Pepsi for today. This is just for now. It's because I tend to have my Pepsi. God, there's a damn fly in here. Can you hear it? Can you hear the fly? Well, I can hear it anyway. So it's when I'm recording or when I'm doing live chat, it's nice to have something fizzy to keep your spirits up kind of thing. That's the thing, George. And so because this person has had loads of agencies say, oh, yeah, we can't manage our plugins, I kind of go, I think they need to relook at their business model then or what they're doing. I am not a fan of solutions that go, yeah, let's hit a button and it updates Elementor Pro against every website. WordPress, whoop. WooCommerce, whoop. No, you need to be careful of that. You need to be careful. And I could not see the benefit in people spending a lot of money on a tool to update. I was like, what is your spin? What is your USP? Hey, Inderpreet. I said, what is your spin? Oh, Andrew, I haven't said hi to you. Hey, Andrew. What is your spin on why you're better than all these other free tools? And he didn't have one. So I then said to him, okay, do you have a staging site area so you can test it before you run it? He was like, no. I went, right. So you're giving them like a button where they can update every website, but you haven't got a testing thing. And it was like, that does not make sense. Yeah, go on, Andrew, make your kettle. Not really, Carapace. The only major update we had was a container in 3.6. But I think Elementor version 4, whenever it's due... Yeah, exactly, George. Spin. Elementor 4 will be the final container. Don't forget, today, in 4 hours' time, we have the live chat with Stratic and Elementor. Don't forget, we've got that on. That could be interesting, right? That could be really interesting. We finally get the answers to questions. And what I don't want is the live chat today with Stratic to be, hey, Melissa, great to have you. What I don't want the Stratic live chat today to be is, hey, this is how we met them. This is what we do. This is how we know them. This is how far they live. This is how we made a deal. Let's all wave our hands and smile. I don't want that. Just cut to the chase, right? Cut to the chase, right, with Stratic, with what does it do? Well, we kind of know what it does, but what does it offer with Elementor? Elementor Cloud. What is the cost impact? Right? What is the benefit? What do we have to pay? Where does it fit? Does it even fit, or is it just a company acquired by Elementor? Therefore, it's not really anything to do with Elementor, so let's not worry about it. Yeah, backslapping, none of that. Maybe it's nothing for us to worry about. For instance, if Elementor acquired Pepsi Max, the company, Pepsi Max is Pepsi Max, Elementor is Elementor. All they've done is acquire it to become an umbrella company, right? So is that all it is? So maybe there's nothing for us to worry about. What is it? Yeah, I don't like it when I hear about that. I don't like it because I know the trouble is though a lot of their marketing people, a lot of their business people, they get given targets that they must deliver X amount of growth and whatever, and I don't like it when people do that because then all people do then is just work harder and harder to try and win sales and commission. Indapre, why did you purchase Divi? This is I'm trying to what's going on here? Hey Pixstar. Yeah, so I looked at Stratos as not Stratos, Stratic as well. I'm still not sure of the benefit of it. And me and WP Tuts, we did a live chat together on Sunday night. And I think we're both coming to the conclusion that what is the overall benefit of it? What are you really, really, really getting out of it? George, you're infecting everyone's mind here. However, I am not going to say that the Stratic is a bad thing until we know it's a bad thing. And I think it's all open to debate. Hey, Jimmy, it's all open to debate. And I'm hoping in today's chat we're going to get more details and we can make a more educated decision over it. I think the headless approach is good. I just worry about the cost implications. And I think in a world where we have enough cost pressures, and you got your hosting, your domain, you've got your Elementor, your licensing costs, all of that, other plugins. I will not pay for another service or plugin unless I know there is a really good benefit for it. Hey, Ben. Hey, Mia. Hope you're all okay. I did another one of those videos today that I've got to edit. That's going to take me ages. Not ages. It's not going to take me ages. I lie. It's one of those videos I've got to kind of, when you do a video and it's not a great video because there's so much bad bits in it that you've got to edit out, or you swore, or you got irritated. It's one of those kind of videos, and I'm really going to have to edit this one hard because, yeah. I don't think I did a great job on it. So I'm going to have to edit the life out of this video when I do it later. And what are you all working on, though? By the way, don't forget to click like. If you're watching this video now, don't forget to click like. Don't forget to click like. What video? My listing theme. It's the my listing theme. So I did a video 7 months ago. It's well out of date. I've redone it. Better sound, better quality. I go for in a little bit more detail now on these settings. And I just talk about some extra stuff that people may want to consider. So that video will be coming out next Tuesday or Thursday, I think, or something like that. Kaboom! Thanks, Ben. That's the reason why. Hey, Richard. Hope you're okay. That's the reason why. I mean, the fact that you're learning off our channel is great, and I hope you're learning off other channels and other people too, because I'm not the only one out there. So many great people. But it was one of the reasons we set this up, was not because, we just want to create videos, but because we wanted to just make it accessible, point out methodologies, hey Mark, point out how it can be applied. There's always like videos that say, hey, you click here, you click here, you click here. And then there's no elaboration, or there's little elaboration. So we like to elaborate. Go, this is how it could work for you. But I'm really glad the videos are doing good for you. Oh no, George, just read what you wrote there. They want you to support. Okay, let's see where this goes, George. Where's George going with this? It's all getting exciting now. We're waiting to see what George says. What is George going to tell us? Hey, yeah, take care, Tice. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Tice de Jong. De Jong. You take care. Speak soon. Why are they using Elementor in WP Bakery? No. That's a warning sign, right? That says to me that not only will they have Elementor in WP Bakery, George, they're going to have tons of JavaScript that's probably been hard-coded as well into a theme or something, and it's going to start to get messy. That reminds me of a client we helped out who had a shop page, and that is exactly what they had. No, not WP Bakery. They had Beaver Builder, Elementor and Beaver Builder, and another website had Elementor and WP Bakery, and the JavaScript was hard-coded everywhere. And I was like, I can't even see the code, because the previous developer had done it in such a way there was no way that anyone else could access that code unless you were the developer. It was all password controlled. And I was like, so you're falling out with your developer, but you let them build it like this? I'm sorry, I can't help you. Read that. And I agree. I agree with Carapos. If you're still working in WP Bakery or Visual Composer and you're not moving on, I do think that you just need to move on now. There's better tools out there. I can feel George's pain. I feel like George's pain is going to come through the screen in a minute, but I can actually feel his pain right now. Yep, deep breaths, mate. Deep breaths. I don't think deep breaths is going to help you, though. I don't think deep breaths is going to help you, because right now, I don't think deep breaths is going to help you, mate. I think you're done. I seriously think you are right now done. Damn it. I have to get something out of my pocket, and I don't think I can reach it because I'm wearing this stupid belt. For a writer's website, I can't think of any, to be honest, Pixstar. I can't think of any. Hi, by the way, Pixstar. I can't think of any, but wouldn't it be dependent on what they're writing about? Kind of thing. Because if they're fantasy, you want it to be very fantastical, science fiction, very blocky, futuristic, impact headlines. Is it very romantic? I think it would matter on what type of writer they are. And when you say texter, £900 worth of stuff, loads of stuff, Jimmy. Loads of stuff. I didn't buy it there and then. I had a look, came home, thought about it a bit more, and then just ordered online for delivery and all of that. It was much easier. Jack, the My Listing theme is the Map API Google. It's actually it is Map API, but you can also do Mapbox API, which I think is better. Mapbox API as well. You got Map API Google and you got Mapbox. No, George, you don't have to say sorry at all. You don't have to say sorry at all. Okay, marketing, text, copywriting, ghostwriting. Okay. It feels very much, Pixar, like a portfolio website. So, like a CV consultant or someone who's kind of get across their credentials and their what they've worked on or not, or what they're good at and their strengths and qualifications. It feels like a portfolio. Yeah, Mapbox, Jack, it's on there. Okay, go for it. You just sign up for Mapbox, you get the API, you stick the API in because it tells you where to put it. It says, Matt, put the API here. You put it in. Boop, boop, boop. Away you go. Yeah, very good point, Carapace. Visual Composer is like Internet Explorer. No, it's more like Netscape Navigator. That's what it's like. But Pixar, back to you. I would go for like a consultant CV style kind of website. That's what I'd be thinking. When I get older, losing my hair, many years for now. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Right, it's back to the points here. Are people using local? Oops, back to here. Yeah, Jack, that's the reason why I don't use Google Map as well anymore. And I felt it was a little bit pernickety over credit card details for the client and all of that. So I would say that Mapbox, easier to set up. You can send the instructions to your client and they can easily do it. And 2-minute job done. Yeah, so Andrew's point, local by Flywheel. Anyone got any thoughts towards that? Anyone got any thoughts towards that one for Andrew? Pickstar, yeah, consulting website. What I would say, Pickstar, yeah, is don't search for ghostwriter websites. Don't search for that. Search for consultant. In fact, you know what I'd say you do? Go to Invanto, right, and do a search for a consultant. No, Template Monster. Go to Template Monster and do a search for consultant, right? And just look at how they've built it, because you're going to build it yourself anyway. Go there and check. Go there and check on that Template Monster. That might be a good starting point. That might be a good starting point, I think. That might be a good starting point. Yeah. Because the thing is, yeah, is that, I know what you mean, but when you search author websites, you get some really horrendous stuff come up and you look at it and go, what the heck is this? But I always pull it back a bit and go, right, what is the style you're trying to go for? And then you search for that. So let's say there was a science fiction author. I would do a search for futuristic websites, because that's what you're looking for. You're looking for that kind of that vibe. So the panels, rather than being rectangular, they're like that kind of jutted effect. You know what I mean? And the wording, you get the, stroke effect or blocky text, impact. That's what you want to go for. Sorry, everyone. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just double checking something on another link I'm just doing here. Exactly, Pickstar. You know what I mean? So it's like when we had our window cleaner client 2-3 weeks ago, and they were looking at other window cleaner websites, and I said to them, don't do that. You're trying to create a directory. Look at directory websites, because your content, your images, that is going to be your niche, right? But you're after a directory. You do a search for window cleaner websites or directory, you get loads of shit. You want a directory? Let's look at directory websites. We had someone who they had a gardening. I remember when we did the gardeners one. They landscaping, and they were looking at a landscaper website, and they said they didn't like them. And I said, yeah, but what is the look you're trying to go for? What are you trying to get across? So it was a more of a portfolio website. Because every web link he sent me was for a gardening shop. And I was like, no, you don't want that. You want a portfolio. So we went and found some portfolio examples. And I said, forget the color. Ignore the black and yellow color. But look at the layout. Is that the layout that's going to work for you with your color scheme and all of that? And then they were like, oh, got it. I'm just doing a scan of something, a question or something someone's got here, and I'm just trying to work something out. So sorry if it sounds like I'm going quiet. I'm not. I don't mean to go quiet. I'm just double checking something, okay? Because just double checking something. Does WordPress version impact on website? I don't. Okay, WordPress 6, you can stay on the old version. From what I'm aware at the moment, there's nothing amazing in WordPress 6 that you need to worry about. However, if it's a really old version, I would say, yeah, you need to update because vulnerabilities and stuff like that. And Elementor might do something to make it more compatible with WordPress 5.9 or whatever, 5.6. So if you're using WordPress 3, why would you be? But if you were, your plugins might not work properly. So I would say, you got to play around with it a bit. But, yeah, play around with it. Yeah, again, I'm really sorry if it sounds like I'm just like kind of ignoring every now and again. I don't mean to. I'm just kind of double checking something here. Just double checking something here. Which doesn't seem to be right. In some weird, funky way. What is going on here? Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so looking at Andrew's point there, cPanel within local. So I need to change max. I'm not very good on answering that one. that one has me a bit puzzled as well. And I'm going to leave it up there in case anyone... The max file upload size. I'm guessing you've Googled as well, Andrew. You know, like no one else... You can't find anyone else who's got a similar problem at all, can you? Okay, so WP Tasker, when you say customize Woo emails, how much do you want to customize them by? Do you mean the wording? Because you could use Loco Translate. Or do you mean add an image in to the email? Again, you could use I think it's a plugin or a bit of code for that. I don't use Yay Mail. Yay. No, I don't use it. I'll leave it up there in case there is anyone who can clarify what you're asking, though. In case there is anyone else. Oh, okay, right, cool, Pixstar. Let me check. Have you just sent it? Oh yeah, you have. Yeah, cool. Right, okay. Whoops. Oh, I just deleted it. Here you go. Right, so I'm going to paste this in here. Right, so Andrew just pasted a link in for you from Pixstar. Ah, right. Okay, WP Tasker. You want conditional email based on payment type. Yeah, I don't know. Can Yaymail do that for you? Have you checked with their support team? Because if you're thinking of using a plugin, have you checked with their support team or the developer? Because you can double check there. Ankit. How to send WordPress form data to another application. Have you thought of Zapier? Have you considered Zapier? I mean, I'm going to assume that when you ask questions here, you've already Googled here. So, Ankit, have you checked with Zapier or any other tool or Googled it? Yeah, so this one has cropped up a few times, Mia. So, usually, it might be your internet browser. So, if you have disabled notifications, sometimes it might be that you disable that. Maybe you need to unsubscribe and subscribe again. Try that and make sure you've enabled the notifications, which I know you have, but try that. Well, if you want to change the email content, you would just do that in the, you go to WooCommerce settings, email, and change it down there. You could stick in some HTML. Yeah, but WP Tasker, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, okay? If they're saying you need to buy Pro to do what you want, then you got to buy Pro. Sometimes that's the only option you have. What Inderpreet just said in answer to Ankit, Zapier, that's where I'm thinking. No, Bomana, Andrew's issue isn't to do with big file uploads. His is to do with something else. Yep, so Jimmy, what he is saying there makes sense. Yeah, Mia, you're already onto it. But yeah, WP Tasker, it's unless you find another solution on Code Canyon or somewhere like that, if you got to pay... Well, then again, right, is this for you or for someone else, a client? For you or a client? You, client. You, client. Which one? Which one is it? You or the client? Who's it for? When you're doing all this Yay Mail and email notification, you or the client? Manage WP. Right, okay. Manage WP I like a lot. Right, client. If it's for the client, it's not your problem. Get them to pay for it. Or did you agree to it without letting them know the cost? Did you agree to it without checking if you could do it? Let the client know. Let the client pay for it. I've done projects where we're like halfway through the project. Client then says something slightly different, whatever, and I go, yeah, we can do that. And there'll be no extra cost for you except the cost of the license or the plugin. They've got to pay it. If they want it, they pay for it. Yeah, but, right, okay, right, everybody, whoop, stop the questions. WP Tasker, let's address this right now. If you're going to take on a project where you don't know what you can do everything they want from A to Z, and it's within your remit and your capability, and you take it on, you enter a world of pain when you now realize you can't do it on. And now you're struggling for a solution. And this is where, right? God, look at the stuff George is popping here. This is good. So what you got to do now is be honest with them. I do not take on any clients if after we look at the spec, we don't think we can deliver. I don't want to be stressed out. I don't want to be sat there late at night going, how do I do this? How do I do this? Oh my God, it's going to, we've got to hire someone or whatever. No, you've got to be really sure of what you're doing and how you do it. So when you get your profit, you're being paid nicely for what you did. It's easy to say yes to a client, but hey, Della, but it's better not to agree to any project you cannot take on like that. You can just do it. Yeah, absolutely. And I tell you what, we've all been there. The very first few clients we ever took on, we would be like, oh yeah, we got a client, let's do it. You take them on. And then you go, oh my God, how do I do this? How do I do that? What do I do? Oh no, this plugin's going to cost £100. Oh God, they're not going to be happy. What you might want to go back to them and say, okay, what you could do, WP Tasker, is this. The solution you had in mind is no longer going to work because technology has moved on. To get this to work, you now need to use a plugin, a robust, safe, secure plugin, and it's going to cost X. And if they want to use it, they've got to pay a bit extra. If they don't pay for it, they can't have what they want. Does that make sense? Technology has moved on, and the way you were going to do it does no longer work. So they've got to use this plugin. If they pay for it, you can do it. If they can't pay for it, you can't do it. Okay? That's your get out of jail card. Hey Mia, look, sorry that you got to go now, but you take care and we'll see you soon. Hit like, but you take care, Mia. But remember, you got to make it sound like what you were going to do isn't going to work now. Right? And they may question you on that. So you got to make sure you know what you're going to say. But it's your get out of jail card, all right? But you can only use that once. So if there's anything else they want, you better sort that out first. Or you might need to go back to them and go, look, there's two things here. Don't go back and then go back again later. You're going to go back in one go. Nail it, bin it, sleep on it, flush it. Do what you got to do. Yeah, I have, Della. I have. Except, it might not look like it, everyone, but my back is killing me. If I take this belt off that I'm wearing, it hurts when I do that. I tilt like this. I really am at a tilt because I've done my back in. And you know how I've done my back in? By sneezing. Oh. I literally sneezed yesterday and my back just went. You know when you sneeze like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, no, it's not a wrestler's belt. It's, oh, God. I keep forgetting I can't do quick. Oh, bloody heck. Right, so it's one of these padded, so it's like like that. And then I've got to really tighten it. Oh, blip. Hurts when I get up. Yes. Is a really good support belt as well. Video for cash. What? You want to pay me for it? No. Okay, let me get you the video. Hey everyone, I want to do an updated video on page speed insights in terms of... Whoop. Sorry, the video started playing out there. Inda. There's the video link for you. The thing is though, Mark, I don't know what I can do for this back. You know, when it goes, hey Helmet, how are you? Not seen you for a while. Hope you're okay. Get a new backbone. Sod that. Oh, wow. Talk about that for a comment, hey? You know what? You forget as you move. I just want to go back to Jimmy's question here. Yes, that is correct. So, well, this is a confusing one. Some people say no, and I use SiteGround. I have staging sites on... Hold on, let me remember now. I think I do use a pro license on there, actually. Subdomains, right? Subdomains do not need a pro license. Staging sites do. I am pretty sure subdomains don't. Staging sites do. What are you up to at the moment, Helmet? WP Tasker, any good lifetime deals? Well, you know, if you stay out of trouble, that's a good lifetime deal, right? Do you get me? Hey, you stay out of trouble and you'll have a good life, right? Helmer, when you say you don't have much time, are you like about to jump into a DeLorean? What's going on here? To be honest though, Jimmy, the best way to check is can you create a subdomain or a staging site? If you can, do it and you'll know, you'll get your answer. But I am pretty damn sure subdomain you can, staging site you can't. Just use WordPress, WP Tasker. Jetpack, no. I'll tell you now, no. Jetpack, no. Just stay with WordPress, DeLorean. Learning platform. Oh, excellent. So is this like with a LMS or without? So you're just using like the tools you have in Elementor? Wow. So Andrew, yeah, set up on cPanel. He then tried Nginx. So he went to the toilet. He had a wee test, urine, and it worked with Nginx. No, but there's stuff you could use in WordPress. I mean, it's like, I mean, obviously you want to do content management. There are plugins and stuff you could use, but Jetpack, I'm not so sure about using Jetpack. I really am not. I mean, have you Googled and seen what are the latest, what post was written in the last month or so that could advise you better? Ah, there you go. So I might be wrong then. Maybe staging site is okay then. Maybe staging site is okay. Hey, take care, Pickstar. Good to have you again, all right? Yep, Jetpack can be a problem. Jetpack is one of those ones that can affect your sliders, right? Yeah, but let me tell you now, WP Tasker, right? Jetpack, I mean, do you really need 24/7 uptime notification? If you're on a really shit server, you need Jetpack. If your server's not shit, you don't need Jetpack. Who cares about the 24/7 uptime notification? Hopefully you check your websites anyway. But Jetpack can affect elemental sliders, and their updates can bring your website down. I'll tell you now, Jetpack, the fact that so many host providers install Jetpack for you, I hate that. You're on SiteGround. You don't need Jetpack. You don't need it. Get rid of it. Hey, Fires. That's the reason why I feel like you still need Pro for staging. Gets very confusing, doesn't it? Subdomain, staging, and all that. Exactly what George says. Jetpack's like putting a house on you. You don't need it. You just don't need it. It adds in so much extra gafunk. You don't need it, really. Hey Eric, hey Dave, hey everyone's jumping in now. Hope you're all okay. Lots of different questions coming in today. I'm just updating something in the background over here. So I'm not ignoring, I'm just updating something here, okay? Just got to make sure I get this right. Get my values down. WP Tasker, I can tell you. Hey, Matuiz, how are you? Right, so let me tell you now. Just because it's by Automatic. Right. WordPress.com is run by Automatic. Not WordPress.org. WordPress.com is run by Automatic. WooCommerce is run by Automatic. Jetpack and all of that shit. Automatic. Now listen, do you really think they give you value for money? Do you really think WordPress.com give you value? No, they don't. WooCommerce, are you kidding me? The cost of their add-ons, ridiculous. Annual costs, ridiculous. Just because something is by a well-known big company, don't assume it's value for money or that it's worth it or it's honest. Automatic, they've changed their WordPress.com pricing to be a bit more accessible. But before, I had people paying them for basic shitty websites and for the most simplest little add-on or whatever. They had to pay this big amount of money. So don't get fooled into that. Oh, yeah. Did I not tell you that one, Mark? Hang on, let me remind myself. It's... Let me tell you, Mark. It is... about... Oh, hold on. It's about £80 a year, Mark. About £80 when you add on VAT. £80 a month. A year. Sorry, £80 a month. £80 a year. Yeah, billed annually, about 80. The lottery plugin for competitions and contests, WP Tasker. Jimmy, what you've said there, that's the bit that that's when you asked, I started going like this. Hold on. How does it work? You know, the staging and the subdomain bit. That's when I started getting myself confused on that. AppSumo. I think AppSumo is very hit and miss, and I don't think they care what products they put on there. I really don't. I've seen some really bad stinker products on there. Yep, IKEA went really well. Loads of ideas. I ordered loads of stuff last night. Hopefully coming on Sunday. It's for one of the other rooms now. I need to decorate now the room a bit more. Yeah. It's always good when you get inspired by... You see it and you can see the furniture and you can sit in it, and there's something about pictures, and then there's something about being able to walk around and get a feeling for the vibe of the room. You know, it's really, really good. So I'm just making a note of something here. Best plugin for email marketing. All right, this is a difficult one, okay, but Active Campaign, MailerLite has its problems. Active Campaign, but I'm not, you know, it very much depends on what you're trying to achieve. So this goes back to the same kind of thing everyone says below. You know, what are you trying to achieve? What is the end game? So I can't answer that, because it's more about, you need to know what you want, and then Google it and say email marketing. You'll get a list of solutions, and you go through and look through each of them to go, which one do you want to go for? Because it's basically going to depend on what you're doing. Right, I will be back in 2 minutes. But sending blue might work, W. Pataska, but it is very much about nice one, George. Payment notification. Oh, yes, of course it is. I'm just going to be back in 2 minutes, but it depends on what you're trying to get out of your email marketing. Yeah, hold on. Web Squadron forms. I'm sure I have. I know I've done some videos. Wait a minute. Here, watch this one. And welcome back to Web Squadron. We're going to cover off. Whoa, that came out loud, didn't it? With Shopify's all-in-one. Shut up. Right, okay, right. Email. No, sorry. LEL form. Here you go. Christopher. Chris, watch that one. I'll be back in just 2 minutes, okay? Oh, my back. I'm back. Hello, I'm back. Oh, god damn it. Do you know how painful it is to go for a wee when you have a bad back? Yeah, it's that painful. Oh, it's that painful. Oh. That video, by the way, that I gave you, Chris, isn't just about creating a form. It goes a step further in how to format the form as well. So some extra stuff in there, okay? It was shot a while ago, that video, so the quality of the sound might not be the best, but it works. Hey, Zanti, hope you're okay. I'm just going to very quickly just drop Andrew. So Andrew and George. Boop. I'm just dropping you both an email, okay? So if you do want to talk about this offline or however you want to do it, you can do, okay? No, I just yesterday I sneezed, and like when I sneezed, my back just went like that. You like kind of like that. Yeah, no probs, Zant. It's just one of those things. I saw it and I was like, I wonder. And I did a quick check, and I thought, oh, hold on, this might help the searchability of it. Don't worry, it's one of those things I always forget to do my own as well. Right, just got to make sure I have just put the right stuff in here. Sorry, just got to make sure I've just clicked the right things on this thing I'm doing here. When you try and do a live chat and work at the same time, it's so easy to click the wrong thing and then go, what have I deleted? Oh, tell me about it, Zant. Tell me. It's like I've got a really bad back anyway. And when I go through good periods when my back is great, it's great. But just from sneezing, you know, it just went, my back, the muscles just went. And it's, I cannot explain. Well, I can explain because I'm telling you right now. It is annoying. It is just absolutely annoying. Pain in the backside is what it is. Literally, pain in the backside. I wouldn't mind if I was doing something strenuous when I hurt my back either, by the way. You know, why does it have to go when all I did was sneeze? And, oh, God, 9 years ago, I sneezed and my back went. And everyone at work found it funny. And they were like, oh, you sneezed. And I was like, you don't understand the pain and the problems. So I've got to do quite loads of exercises later on after I've sat here for a while and put my electric belt on. It's the electric one that sends impulses. Zzz, zzz, zzz. Electric therapy does work. Zzz, zzz, zzz. It does work. Yeah, but the thing is, so normally, if my back, today I'm not going to do much because my back. Normally, I would have gone for a 45-minute walk. I would have taken my son to school and then taken the long way back. So all in all, from the point I leave home, drop my son off, and then get home, it would be a 45-minute walk. I would have then caught up on a few things, sat on my indoor exercise bike and done about an hour, 40 minutes to an hour, depending on how I feel on the exercise bike. So I'm cycling as I'm catching up on stuff. I'll be doing other stuff at my desk, live chat and all of that. I would then go and pick my son up from school. That would be a that'll work out to about 30-minute walk, right, there and back. And then in the evening, I might jump on the bike again or just kind of do other stuff. A bit of HIIT, a bit of cardio or whatever. So sometimes you just got to kind of like find a way. However, if you can't get out and about, sometimes it's just kind of like laughing, be happy. Laughing can help you burn calories as well, you know. Or just go for a walk. Just go walk in the garden. Just get out a bit. Yeah, Mel, you know what I mean? It's like when it go. I mean, it's like because whenever my back goes, this hip on this side raises up, this hip goes down, and then my back tilts, and I'm literally like, I'm like this. I'll be like this. Sorry, get me right. I'll be like that, and it hurts. It hurts. I think it's finding a way to fit it into your life. You know, so I would say it's not a competition, right? It is not a competition. It's just about finding a way to I hit the wrong thing there. Finding a way to just get out and about. Right? That's all it is. And sometimes you just don't want to get out. You just want to stay at home. I'm very much like that sometimes. I'm like, I can't be bothered to go anywhere. Why do I need to go out? What's the benefit to me going out? And I go, none. So I go, right, I'm not going out. I'm staying in. One day, maybe on another live chat when my back's okay, we'll spend half an hour just jumping up and down and exercising. How about we do that? Go on, Indapri. Looks like you're going to ask a question. Go and ask. Discipline is a hard thing. Even I sometimes have to force myself. So I know I've not done much in the day, and I have to go, no, got to do it. I don't want to do it, but I got to do it. And I'm like, no, I really don't want to do it. And you just get up and do it. Just do it what you got to do. Email ID. You want my email? There's the email. Now I'm worried about what you're going to send. What are you going to send? Huh? What are you going to send, dude? I should be worried, shouldn't I? What is Indapri going to send? Just I feared, huh? What are you saying, Indapri? Oh, it's a link. I'll wait to see what your link is before I share it. Because I need to be sure it's all okay. Right? Because if it's not okay, I can't share it. Let's just see what it is. I'm sure it's all right. I'm sure it's okay. So I'm just checking something as I keep peering my head like this. Just checking a little table over there. What is in the pipeline for Elementor? Well, hopefully we'll find out a bit more after the Stratic talk. Mega menu, one day. Final version of Flexbox container, one day. Hopefully conditional calculated logic in forms, one day, who knows. Pre-built CSS settings that we don't have to keep adding CSS in for, one day, who knows. We don't have a roadmap. That's the problem with Elementor. I've mentioned it a few times. What is the roadmap? So you can maybe you need something right now, so you use another solution. But if you knew this is coming out next month, 2 month, 4 month, 5 months time, you could say to a client, hey, Oh, God, I shouldn't have done that. Do you want something? It's coming later. Yep, dynamic logic, custom loops, container, CSS grid. I think Elementor's done in... I mean, Elementor has given you enough to do with Woo pages. What stops you doing more is your creativity. What they haven't done is filters, but that's down to the WooCommerce product more, I think. No, Jack, that wasn't an update. That was a video. So if you go to our channel and search horizontal scroll, can you go to our channel? Let me just hey everybody. No, it's not that video. Let me show you. If I go to if you just go to our channel, right, our YouTube channel. Sorry, I've gone and sent it to you like that. Go to the YouTube channel and you'll see one for horizontal scroll. Right, we've got 2 videos there. There's one with code and then there's another one with no code. So the one we did the most recent 3 months ago, that is one you can do without any code. No JavaScript code. Whereas the other one has JavaScript code. So I would say have a think about which one you want to go for. Have a think about which one you want to go for. There's pros and cons, you see, to it. So I'm just adding something to something here. Seriously, I know it probably looks like I'm ignoring you all, but I'm not. Anyway, okay, yeah. With Elementor, why do some clients insist on using Block Builder? It's just habit, isn't it? It's just like preference, isn't it? You could almost say, yeah, why is it we've got cars, do people still use bikes? You know, why am I paying for Pepsi when I can get free water? Well, water's not free, but, you know, I can get water from the tap. Why am I? It's just preference. I mean, it's just preference. And I know people go on about speed, but I can tell you what, you could use a block builder, build it really badly and have a worse speed than Elementor. You know, it's optimization, all of these things. So I just think that it's preference. You know, some people like it, some people hate it. I'm quite okay with it. You know, I'm quite okay. Yeah, what Carapace says, no perfect page builder except Elementor. Mark, quick question lottery. Is there any way to add Apple Pay as a payment, even if it's a workaround? No, Mark, you can't. I just remembered. No, you can't, because you've got to go through. You've got to use because it's competitions. You can't use Stripe or PayPal or anything like that. You've got to go through the correct payment gateway. So you've got to I can't remember exactly what it is, but so I'm just reading something. No, you got to go through the gateway. You got to go through the what was it called? It's in one of the earlier messages I sent you. You've got to go through a different gateway to use it, and also, yeah, but a lot of them, Mark, they're using it, yeah, but they're trusted pay, something like that, yeah, trusted payments or something. But how many of them have so loads of people are setting things up. There's even someone who set something up with PayPal, but if they ever got caught, they would probably get shut down. I mean, if he's used it, one other key question though is who is his website host? Because the website host, there's some other stuff you got to do in the back end to get the competition website to work properly. Make sure they're a good. Please don't tell me they're with GoDaddy, otherwise we got problems. From what I could tell, there wasn't any other way because, it wouldn't allow you to basically, from what I can tell, it wouldn't allow you to sign up and do it. The risk is that we could buy it. The risk is that we could buy it and test it out, but I wouldn't want to do that unless they pay for us to test it out. Indapre email. Yeah, Indapre, I'm not sure about your question because it looks to me you have got that link you just sent me. It looks to me like you have got it. It looks to me like you have got it. It looks to me like you have got it. I mean, I would say to them, Mark, right? I mean, it might be that, for instance, they would have to pay a bulk of money for the plugin and say 2 hours, whatever time, for us to go in to test that plugin. And if it works, hey Ellie Web Dev, if it works, okay, Catherine, sorry, hope you're okay. If it all works, then that is a discount off the cost of doing their website properly. But they probably won't want to do that. But from when I was researching it, it was like you shouldn't use Stripe or PayPal or anything like that. Because with Stripe and PayPal, you can get a refund. And if you're doing a competition website, that's the reasons why. Same with Apple. I mean, and with WooCommerce payments, you can get it to work. Would we be able to invest? To do that, though, it's then like we'd have to buy the plugin, and then we could lose 2 or 3 hours testing, and then they might just go elsewhere. So we're going to give them like all the intel, like the race course place, Mark. Yeah, Indapre, I looked at your email. I don't quite understand it. You've got an animated headline with CSS, so it seems to be working. Client did a site for, called and said, can you just quickly build an MLM system into the website? It should be something simple to build. I said, laughter, no. Yeah, of course. Hey, George, just do it. George, what's your problem? Just do it. Come on, George. Come on, George, you can do it. Might have been Apple Cash. Apple Cash, maybe. So you're saying, but if we're buying it anyway and then agree to try and find a solution. Yeah. Well, they would have to buy it. They would have to buy it. Well, yeah, they would have to buy it. We can then do the research and dev on it. And we can try and find a solution for Apple Pay. But no guarantee. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no guarantee. Yeah, yeah. So if they pay for the plugin, 80 quid, and then you'll have to email me, bro, or send me a message because we can't say it on here. But whatever. Oh, man. What's this? Got a message come through. No. Yeah, and the price then for the research and dev. They might not like that, you know. But, yeah. Yes, Catherine, about the cold. How are you feeling? Nice one, George, for remembering. Yeah, as long as they're not GoDaddy. In fact, who is their host, Mark? Do you know? Do you know who they are hosted with? Do you know who they're hosted with? Do they even know who they're hosted with? That's a bigger question, right? I bet they don't know. I bet it's going to end up becoming one of these kind of jobs where they're like, oh, Red Host. I would say to them, Mark, if they want really good security and backups and customer service and all that side of things, try and push them to SiteGround. I think it's about £80 for year one and £280 for year two, which is a lot of money, but the benefits of SiteGround, massive, massive, massive. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, push them to SiteGround, massive. Okay, that's good to hear, Catherine. So hopefully you'll be in the clear. Well, WP Tasker, right, if they're paying a maintenance plan, that can be included in the maintenance plan. So you're saying to them, look, you come with me and I give you Elementor Pro, all right? Saves you spending. In fact, the way you word it is you tell them what they get and you say, as a bonus, we give you Elementor Pro as part of your maintenance plan. What I'll say, Mark, is we shouldn't provide it, and I'll tell you why. So if they were on our shared server, right, that shared server can handle so many hits and all of that, which is okay for small sites. Imagine now this website gets 10,000 hits a day or more, right? That is going to get hit so much, it will affect everyone else on the server. So it would be better for them to buy their own. It would be better for them to buy their own. I mean, for instance, if they paid us, we could set it up. Sorry, the phone's ringing, which gets me mad whenever the phone rings in there. Grow big, Mark. Grow big. Grow big. They need grow big, right? So go to SiteGround. Go to web hosting. Grow big. Yep. So they could buy that, and then if they want us to maintain, that is a separate cost. Remember, that is a separate cost. Monthly maintenance, that's separate. Maintenance care plan is just terminology. You call it what you want. WP Tasker. Support plan, care plan, maintenance plan, protection plan. Give me your money plan. You call it what you want. Because I just think, yeah, that let's say they start offering something really major, like the TV advert, Amaze. Hey, do a raffle and you win this massive £4 million house. You know that? Imagine how many hits they get. Imagine how many hits they get. And then bang, 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 hit. It could affect everything else we've got on there. So I say better to do that. And then if they exceed their limits, they then have to go to the next bigger package with SiteGround or whatever. But Grow Big is a good starting point. And that's the other reason why you want to tell them, don't go with these cheap and cheerful options. 123 Reg, GoDaddy, £12 a year, £1, whatever, because they are limited massively. Yeah, but WP Tasker, what I'll say is this, yeah. If I had the option with cloud hosting or SiteGround, guess what? I'm going SiteGround because the differences are hardly anything at all. Hardly anything at all. And what you get with SiteGround, yeah, I know that about SiteGround, yeah. Hosting, Jack, how dare you? Yeah, take care, Mark. Message me, Mark, all right, if you need any more. Just message me. And I might read it. Or not. Yeah. That's the reason, George, I don't use their CND on SiteGround because of the traffic limit, which I think is really stingy. Which affiliate link are you after, WP Trasker? I'm not sure. Which one are you after? Which affiliate link are you after? I don't use WP Rocket. I know there's nothing wrong with WP Rocket. I don't use it. I don't use it because I can do what I need to do without using WP Rocket. So, because I don't need to use it, I don't use it. No need to use it. Mark is my business partner, WP Tasker. Mark is my business partner, so we don't need to worry about that side of things over here at the moment. When we get to that road with regards to them buying SiteGround, we'll cross that road then. Yeah, Hostinger can be. I mean, I always hear like good and bad stuff about Hostinger, but whatever. But if it works for you, crack on. Yeah, because I'm quite happy with asset cleanup and auto optimize. You could use WP Rocket and do it all in one, but I'm quite happy with what I use. But yeah, WP Rocket, there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with WP Rocket. You know, it's good as a rocket, right? Right? Hey Nikos, have I tried Toolkit for Elementor? I hear a lot of good stuff about it, Nikos. I have never had the urgent need to use it yet. I haven't had the urgent need to use it. I hear a lot of good things. One day I think I will, but right now not used it. Mainly because there's a cost attached to it, and I don't want to sound stingy, but if I can do stuff for free, you know, I don't need to use it. WP Tasker, no one uses GT Metric. GT Metric is not the best tool to use to judge your website. You should use Page Speed Insights, right? Page Speed Insights. GT Metrics is the worst tool to judge your website and how well it's doing. I say that. Page Speed Insights is what you should be doing. But in terms of what Nikos was saying there, is anyone here using or have they used a toolkit for Elementor? Has anyone done that? I hear lots of good stuff about it. But yeah, GT Metrics, don't use that, WP Tasker. That is the cheapskate way to judge your website, because I can easily hit 100% on GT Metric, right? Sometimes with no optimization. It ain't that difficult. Page Speed Insight, that's where you know if you're now ticking the boxes or not. That's where you know. Yeah, what Catherine there says, you know, toolkit. I'm not. I look at the features and I go, yeah, and then I go, would I read it? Yes, Page Speed Insights, and that's why you should use it, because it not only does it your desktop, but it does it for your mobile as well. Exactly, Nikos. It's one of those ones where it's one of those ones where when you first see it, you go, wow, toolkit for Elementor. You know, it's got all of the optimization. It's got all this stuff in it. Wicked, wicked, wicked. And then you realize there's other stuff you could use for free. And, you know, I'm a bit like, I'm not a cheapskate, but and it doesn't at the moment, I feel like, do anything amazing that's going to make me go, whoa, this is better than the free stuff. So it's good, but, you know, there's better stuff, I think. Well, we got SiteGround. We got the backup there. And if you're a bit unsure, you got Updraft Plus. Again, the SiteGround gives it to you for free. And the Updraft Plus, well, it's for free. And you can send it to your Google Drive for free. So just do that. So when it comes to testing my website on Safari browser, well, I've got a MacBook. And I got an iPhone. And I got an iPad. But then you also have Responsinator or responsively emulators or simulators or whatever you want to call them. Well, the thing is, if you've got SiteGround, fine. But then I might also, as a backup for the customer, also do Updraft Plus. Therefore, when they have a problem, rather than them going to SiteGround first, they can use their Updraft. And if that fails, you've got your SiteGround as your secondary backup. So, easy peasy. Take care, Catherine. Right, easy peasy. No problems. I'm actually going to cut off now as well, because we've been live now for 1 hour 37. So I'm just going to cut off now just to finish off some other stuff as well. And I've been sat for very long, and I've got to move around if my back gets quite rigid. It's been great having you all here, by the way. Don't forget, in about 2.5 hours' time, you got the Elementor and Static live chat, which will be very interesting. Hope to see you all there. So I would say, hopefully we find out more details and we can see where everything is going with Elementor, basically, right? Okay, take care, George, everyone, Catherine, Helmet, Nikos, Chris, anyone whose name, Mel, if you're still here, anyone I haven't mentioned. Take it easy, and I shall catch you all hopefully tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow. Hey, Cosmin. Cosmin, have you just joined? You just said you're here for the outro. Have you just joined again? Right at the end? Or were you here all the time? Just spying. All right, WP Tasker. Take night. See you soon, Zanti, as well. See you all. Bye.